The sign in front of the stage stated their motive to defund police. City Council President Lisa Bender said their efforts to reform have, quote, failed. The officials say they're looking to other ways to maintain public safety in their communities and are starting a conversation on how to move forward together.
Our commitment is to do what's necessary to keep every single member of our community safe and to tell the truth that the Minneapolis police are not doing that. Our commitment is to end our city's toxic relationship with the Minneapolis Police Department, to end policing as we know it, and to recreate systems of public safety that actually keep us safe.
It seems the term defund the police has gained a lot of traction for about over a week now. Everyone is talking about it and both sides of the political spectrum are debating it. Defunding the police means different things depending on who you speak to. So what should you know about defunding the police? The outcry to defund the police has come from the protests that demand justice for George Floyd, who has become the symbol for a much greater issue of police brutality and what some believe to also be systemic racism. With the undeniable video evidence of police brutality not only in the case of Floyd but in many others, people went to the streets to protest and riot. In this very tense moment, something has to give, and although there are many demands and many ideas to change it, it seems that defund the police has gained the most traction. The term was coined by left activists and became trending on social media. But what does it mean? The term means different things depending on who you speak to. Currently, I would say that there are three main trains of thought on the matter. One approach is looking for the complete abolishing of the police. Most people who have these thoughts are proposing this because they do not believe that the system of policing as a way of public safety can be reformed. They believe that the police system is too far gone to be able to fix. They believe that the institution of police is racist and only further assists the systemic racism that's in our country. Due to their thoughts on the entire system being corrupted, their plan is to completely remove police and replace them with other programs suited in public safety and community social services.
The phrase defund the police, what does that mean to you?
The second party of thought out of the three on this subject of defund the police are looking for the institution of police to be reformed. This thought seems to be the more moderate approach and is the stance that we are seeing a majority of left politicians and even a lot of right politicians are taking, with both sides of the fence hashing out new legislation. Democrats in the House are requesting slightly more intense reform than Republicans in the Senate, but both offers seem to be reasonable and easily passable. The quickest possible takeaway could be to simply say that the Democrats' main approach is to penalize bad behavior and to limit power. Republicans' main approach is more training. I will not be doing a deep dive into the proposals themselves as they are not my main subject, but I encourage all of you to do research on both bills. Just remember when researching that most networks have their own agendas and they will paint the narrative to suit their opinions. Please be wary of this because that is better than falling for it.
And we'll stand with them. I mean, we're listening. We're learning. The action the President took this week reflects that we're leading. But I'll make you all a promise. We're not going to defund the police.
The last main group would be those that are completely against even the thought of defunding the police. In my personal opinion, I think that the words used during these requests have been trigger words that immediately shut some people's minds off to the idea. There have been attempts to rebrand defund to disband, dismantle, reform, abolish, reallocate, reimagine. No matter the word, all of them seem to be turning some people off.
That's probably one of the worst slogans ever, but anyway.
Pulitzer Prize winner Charlie LaDove, who experienced terrors in Detroit partly due to lack of funding for police, had this to say on the subject. Quote, "What do you mean defund the police? That is impossible. You mean, let's take money that is not put into schools, money that is not put into recreation, money that is not put into public safety. That is a better idea. But to just say, get rid of the police, well, welcome to hell. Because that does not work here. Can police work better? Absolutely. Should they? Absolutely. Are there great cops? Most of them. But cutting it by half does not work." End quote. Most people in this belief are concerned that less police will attribute to more violence. There has been a large evolution and great strides in all groups for and against since we first heard this term, defund the police. with the state of Colorado already passing a reform bill of their own with Democrat Jared Polis at the helm. No matter where you stand on this subject or any others, we are in a very strange and intense time here in America. One of the best things that you can do is educate yourself and make sure you consume the whole picture and not just what one group is saying. I hope this video helps you on this subject. If you have any other subjects you would like to see covered, comment them below, and I will see you next time. Thanks.